Hello, welcome to the last episode of trying these Nightshade Truffles by Emporium Black. When was our last video?
Like a month ago.
Yeah, it was like 3 weeks ago, but...
Maybe
yeah.
a month, 4.
Yeah. But today is Samhain, so it's a good time to try it. Halloween. And so there's trick-or-treaters outside right now. Yeah, spooky and scary. Skeletons.
But only if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you know what you're doing, and you're not afraid of ghosts.
Ghosts are a part of us. Ghosts are in all of us. Even your cats and your lizards and, you know, your
It's that
dad.
little spirit inside all of us.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Okay. So, well, have you had any weird dreams?
I've been having busy dreams. Like, really busy. Just running around, just doing stuff. I think that's because of work, though. Because it's been grades. We've been doing grades and tests and stuff. And so I'm like really busy at work. So I think it's just I'm busy in my dreams. But I've been dreaming about either Buddha or my mom a lot. So I don't know. Nothing cool like that one dream though, that I was flying.
I hear you. Yeah, in the last video she talked about how she was flying in her dream after trying the
Need more of those dreams.
I've actually had a dream like that, not where I was flying, but so I set up an altar for Samhain with my dead relatives on it, and then like a bunch of like crystals and just stuff like in nature, like leaves and moss, and with like this mirror right above it. It's so pretty. I'll probably put a picture up if I remember. But yeah, the dream I had was 2 nights in a row. The first dream I was sleeping next to it. It's in the room that I sleep in. And what happened was I woke up in the middle of the night and the cats were running back and forth like crazy. It was like 3 or 4 a.m. when I checked the clock.
And they don't normally do that?
No, they don't. They don't normally wake me up just running around the house.
Oh.
And then I went back to bed.
Speaking of cats.
Yeah. Then I went back to bed, you know, because I was like, I'm tired. And I dreamt that there was someone in the room, and there were like all these lamps and random furniture that my cat Matt was knocking over, and like this person, it was like this person's stuff as well. And then the second night, before I put all my family's pictures up there, I dreamt about, it was crazy. Like, it was a dried up river, or like a dried up pond, and there were bones in it.
Oh.
Yeah, and there was someone in it. It was a person, like a dead ghost. I think it was either my granddad or something.
That's freaky.
Yeah. Oh, I wish I could remember.
Yeah. Did you write it down?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually keeping this leather journal, like this really old-fashioned leather journal on it.
Yeah. I gotta start. That's a habit. You're into the habit now. You've been doing it for long enough that it's a habit. They say if you do something for 10 times, it's become a habit. I haven't made it a habit. I'll do it like once, and then I don't make it a habit, and then I'm like, oh man, I haven't been writing my dreams. So you gotta make a habit of doing it.
Yeah, I've noticed, like, I have so many really vivid dreams that I'm like, I literally can't keep track of all this. So, you know, there's just so many things. Like, I have a
Quakers
day
take their
dream.
dreams pretty seriously.
Quaker steaks?
Quakers.
Oh, the Quakers.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean the restaurant?
No.
Could you imagine the employees are telling you their dreams?
They're like, I dreamt of this sauce, man.
The sauce.
Try it.
You gotta try this
Got
sauce.
pepper in it and jalapenos.
That's Quaker steak in another universe.
No, seriously. Quakers take their dreams so serious that one of the alumni at the school that I'm working at when he graduated, he had a dream that there was a lake, and that's how that lake got built.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So if someone dreams of something very significant and profound like that, they take it serious and they make it happen. So, you know, it's like, I think that's a lot of people like I think we take for granted. I think a lot of people take for granted their dreams and they're like, oh, it's just a dream, and they don't try to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Oh, which reminds me, one time, listen to this. I was a wee little one.
Okay.
And I had a dream that I was breathing into a ball underwater. Okay? So I was like, let me try it. Now I could have died. Trying to inhale, but I didn't. I did the exact thing that my dream did, and it like scared me that I could do it. I didn't do it again. And I was like, whoa. But yeah, I went underwater in my grandmother's pool and squeezed the ball and went, and it worked. Now, it was probably logical, you know, that there's air in that ball until you squeeze the air out.
Like in your dream.
Yeah, but the fact that I dreamt it and then did it to
so
prove.
you have like deja vu almost, kind of?
No, that's complete. It's Buddha J.
Okay, because
backwards.
I have that where I actually dream of doing stuff and then I literally do it the next day and I tell my friends, oh yeah, I had that in a dream the other night, and then they're like, oh, that's not real. Deja vu's when your brain's having an aneurysm, or like, you know, because that's a theory that your brain is actually just having a seizure.
And repeating itself.
Yeah, but like I remember my dream so well because, you know, and I know I'm like, well, I can literally tell you the day that I dreamt that, you know.
Yeah. I think that it's a little bit of both. I think we dreamt about it because I just find it amazing that how is it possible that you are living something and experiencing something that you know you dreamt about. Like you were like, whoa, I know I dreamt about this.
Mm-hmm.
But then also, I also agree that in some situations where you've done something over and over again, and you're like, man, that feels like deja vu.
Mm-hmm.
That's not real true deja vu. You know what I mean? I think that is your brain. Like sometimes when I'm washing dishes, I'm like, I swear I did this before. And it's like, duh, you did.
Yeah.
Over and over and over again. Now,
Zane was telling me that people that get dementia are when they don't change up their job and like don't change up their house or like move around their furniture, you know, or like do crafts or like get into a hobby.
It's so repetitive that they don't spark neurons.
Yeah, they don't learn anything, so nothing's being used. So like parts of your brain. So like whenever you do, there's studies done whenever you do like LSD or mushrooms, they put like a person's brain under a scanner, and parts that like were never lighting up before lit up, you know? And like there was also this video I saw where there was this neuron disconnecting from one of the neurons connecting to another, and it was literally showing somebody like relearning it, you know, learning a new habit and like splitting off from it. Mm-hmm. So it's actually like a DNA, you know, like not a DNA thing.
Your neurons die off as you get older. However, you can still create new ones. So even though those old ones are dying off, you can still create new ones. And I think that that's one of you're right with dementia or Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's is obviously a disease where it's attacking all the neurons and it's hard to even build new ones because it's a disease. Dementia is just not utilizing your brain enough to exercise. It's like any muscle, you know, if you don't use the muscle, it like doesn't
like
this.
Yeah, it said that there's also like
exercise the muscle.
Also like the fact that there's pretty much when all of your there's like a thing, I forget what it's called, and it might be like Chinese medicine or something, but all of your nerves are right here. So there's this practice where you're supposed to like twist it and then twist your back and then move your hips left and right.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah, like all your nerves are like right here, and then also in your heart apparently has memory as well, like as much as your brain, which makes sense, you know. And then people are like, chakras aren't real, and well, I mean, like they kind of are. You have your heart, and that's a muscle that has feelings. your stomach has feelings. You fight like that fire in your belly.
Your Virginia.
Yeah, like you get feelings in these parts of your bodies, like
your throat,
that are connected, to a deep, like even hurts. You have different feelings, like when you listen to the music.
Yeah.
Okay, so overall, how have you been feeling after taking these?
So I don't because because we haven't done this in like 4 weeks. I feel like I'm kind of missing out, like, oh man, I'm having the FOMOs. Like I got that feeling of missing out and wanting to do more, but it's like we're so busy. But and I wonder if that's why I was like in search of. So I ended up buying the mud.
Oh yeah, we got the mud water.
Mud water.
It's pretty cool. Actually, it tastes pretty good. This is almond chocolate milk, so it tastes good.
I mix it with the almond chocolate,
Yeah,
actually,
good idea.
Probably just mix it with water and be fine because it's so flavorful.
No, this is like chai.
Yeah.
Really chai.
Yeah, there's chai and black pepper, ginger, cinnamon, cardamom.
He's naming all the things in it. So this isn't a Mudwater sponsor, but do check it out.
But
yeah,
if Mudwater wants to sponsor us,
I'm not popular enough for that yet. Maybe in time.
I'll go get the can and be like,
force them to pay us.
Be like, we just put you in our ad.
What was I?
Okay. So I, like I said, I kind of feel like I was like, oh man, I really want some mushrooms. I want to, but, so, and I don't know if it's like psychological or not, but, yeah. I've been craving more dreams of like flying.
I got mugwort. I found mugwort outside of my house, which is actually the dream herb, like around here. Yeah. Okay. Literally found outside of my house, like a patch of it. I could give you some.
What does it grow from?
It grows like a stalk. Mugwort is just a plant. I'll show a picture of it as well on here. But it's just a stalk of a plant. It kind of looks like wormwood, like it splits off like parsley kind of. And I don't know what it tastes like yet. I haven't tried it. And Emporium Black actually has some mugwort. I mailed him some today, actually.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and he gives you, some,
Where's that little book I got you? There's some mugwort in it.
Maybe. She's, getting this spell book she got in Utah. But yeah, mugwort, has, like, dreams and stuff. Oh yeah, he gives you, like truffles for giving him like datura and like different types of herbs that he uses in his truffles.
I wouldn't tell anyone that. What if that's just you and him?
It's not. He
posted
on.
Oh, okay.
But I would recommend buying them because you don't know what you're gonna get. And, like,
there it is. Oh, there's
really it's in there.
A bunch of neat little spells and stuff.
Okay, we'll go to page 85 now.
The first one.
Was it the first one?
I think so.
81, 83. This is a lot.
That might just talk about like some of the things that you can use. So this one might not be an actual spell. This is the education part of it. Maybe.
So I go to page 85.
What's another page?
100. Here we go. Mugwort in this spell book. The single most profound essence for evoking psychic skill and perceptions. It promotes alignment with the moon, corrects imbalances in the female cycle, and promotes greater awareness of dreams and psychic abilities. Oh, there's cool. There's other stuff. There's yarrow. Those are both around here. That's cool. What was it saying to do with them? Just plants that are, I guess, just saying plants.
Well, it'll talk further, I think, on different spells and stuff that you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Magic Garden. See, that's actually Emporium Black. This guy actually got me into like learning about all this, like all these plants that you don't even need to buy like these pharmaceuticals. You can literally just like go outside, pick a plant for your fever, make a tea, and it'll help with it. And like back in the day, there's this stuff called thoroughwort, which your grandma would be hanging in her cabin or whatever. And like the 1950s, you know, like before supermarkets. I guess they were in the supermarkets then, but not as like insane as today, where people don't even know what these plants are. So your grandma would make you a cup of thoroughwort, and you would drink it whenever you had like a fever, or like you know, like a headache or whooping cough or something. Same with like mint. Mint helps with all that stuff, and you don't need to be spending all this money, you know.
Mugwort is not for kids,
Not for
and
kids.
shouldn't be a part of a children's dream pillow. A good rule of thumb for mugwort is, if you're not old enough to menstruate, you're not old enough for mugwort. Children rarely have trouble accessing their dreams anyway. What they need, or at least what their parents need, are herbs to provide a soothing, peaceful transition to dreamland.
Yeah, it's the dream herb, and it's like these things have names to them. Like, you know, they have to be called the dream herb by somebody, and why not experiment with it, you know? Like, you're living on this planet with all these plants around you, and there's, you know, like, experiment with the things given to you on this planet, like all the herbs and things that have been here before you were born, you know?
I want to make a fairy flower garden with berry bushes, chamomile, mint, forget-me-nots, foxglove, hibiscus, hollyhocks, honeysuckle, lavender, lilac, milkweed.
Can you eat honeysuckle? Does it say?
I think so,
Well,
yeah. The flower.
Yeah, you can't eat the berries. Okay, I'm gonna get on to it.
Okay, let's get down to business.
17 minutes.
You're like, we're gonna make this one short.
Yeah. Oh no. Ended up talking about. Alright. Here is today's. It is Belladonna Rose. And somebody ate theirs already, so we're gonna have to share tonight. This is the Belladonna Rose, and what Belladonna Rose does, it in high doses causes hallucinations, but in low doses it can cause a bit of euphoria, helps with fever, arthritis, asthma, and IBS. The only things in these are belladonna and chocolates. Yeah, you have like asthma, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this will help with her. Nice. Same box, same little.
I'm not sure why I have asthma.
Oh yeah, literally allergic to cats and has a cat. Okay, let's split it in half and try this. Here.
Thank you.
It tastes like rose!
Ooh. Mmm. I like roses. Mm-hmm.
10 out of 10. Wash it down with some mud water.
Mm-hmm. I'm so tuning mine. Mmm. That is a perfect taste to go with tonight.
You know, Halloween?
Mm-hmm.
I can see that. You know, like all the old people used to have like rose.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Rose perfumes and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I can literally taste my grandmother.
Ew. Oh,
I didn't mean it like that.
No, I get ya.
Like, I can literally smell.
Yeah, I hear ya. Yeah, alright. So, oh, here you go. Stay tuned for the last video that we're gonna be making. Just describing this whole experience and if we had any dreams from this belladonna, you know. And yeah, see you guys.